bring you content of music and also content to let you think, current events, things that is happening across the globe, and sometimes just to give my opinion and things as I see it. You have to judge between the line to realize what is for you, what is not for you. Leave that part out. And if there's something that has been said that stimulates your interest, I'm grateful. We are living in times when it seems as if many people cannot have an opinion of their own because the narrative has been shaped and let us know what the power structures would like for us to say or to do. But for others who have a strong opinion of things that they see and speak their mind and truth, this might be a channel for you. I would like to ask the question, why there is so much misconception of God and godliness across the globe, and so many people have their own opinion about God. Some don't even believe that there is a God. I am one that truly believes that there is a God and that God made us for His glory, and that God would like us to be a true representation of Him while we live in here on earth. He would like us to be kind and be just, be honest, be holy, be righteous, be good, speak truth when it is to be spoken, and be good to each other. Don't have to be a person after your own family, your own ethnicity, your own region, town, city, country, or where you're from. It just means that overall we should be respectful human being that respected each other, and even if people of different opinion, different political persuasion, different religion, because everybody think that their religion is the best. I know about Christianity. I've been a Christian a long time. But how about the next religion? If God made all of us, made the Indians, Chinese, the Africans, the Europeans, He made the different ethnicity, different groups, different people born in different regions of the world, Japan, Australia, wherever you may from. We are from different parts of the globe, different part of the earth. We are here for a specific reason and for a duration of time. So in that specific time period, we should be able to bring out the best out of each and every one of us, to be good citizen, global citizens and to speak truth. We make so much blunder about religion and who is wrong and who is right. We get a book that tells us this is the dogma, the principles, or the philosophy, or the opinion of God, or what God is like. And people believe that if you don't be exactly what I believe in, or if you don't look exactly like me, you should not be around. Some people, that's what they believe in. Some people believe in that we should annihilate another race of people for their survival, when the hurt is big enough for each and every one of us. The category of third world, first world, developed world, third world is a derogatory terms that's used to non-white countries. And this derogatory term that labeled certain people of certain regions and certain ethnicity. And because people find that, well, I'm from the third world, or I'm from the first world, so I am better than you, and you are not as good as. But I believe human being, wherever we are from, if we get an equal opportunity to put forth the best of what we have inside, I believe most of us, whatever ethnicity, color of your skin, will thrive and will survive if we put in a equal space, no judgment, just given the opportunity, the proper training, proper schooling, and help each other to develop. But we don't see it that way. And many use religion as a crutch. One of the things that I personally struggle with in Christianity, and I also look at it from the Muslim perspective. I'm not going to say I'm an expert in the Quran or anything like that, and the Muslim faith. No, I would say I'm an artist. But from things that I hear many Muslim and many Christians speak of, and for one, that being a Christian for a while, and what is it that I struggle with, that I see both Muslim and Christians have a fundamental belief that you have to suffer here on earth, and when you die, you go to paradise to inherit all the luxuries that the afterlife has to give. And the reason why I bring this up, I'm a father, my grandfather. I love my children dearly, my grandchildren. I love them. And if there's anything that I can do for them to make their life easier, I do it without hesitation. And if I have something good in mind to give to my children, or I have it in my possession to give to my children, but I said, as long as my child is alive, I'm not going to give them this blessing, this opportunity. I'm going to wait until they die. Then I bring them to a place and give them gold and silver street to walk on. I personally struggle with that. While I see people of other race who will fight and kill to get everything even other people have, to inherit it here. And I'm not saying that no one should go out and fight and kill, because I don't believe in fighting and killing people to take what they have. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in war. I think war is unnecessary across the board, period. I'm not one that will ever advocate for war, because I believe a peaceful and amicable solution can come about if people be reasonable with each other and want to be reasonable with each other. And the reason why war come about most of the time, because people are unreasonable or unfair or evil. So the bully always think that I have the upper hand, so I don't have to listen. So many Christians that live in impoverished life across the globe. So many Christians cannot provide a decent meal for their children because they were labeled third world or undesirable. So many Muslim has been labeled third world. So they believe that they have to suffer. Some even believe that they have to kill for God. If I have to serve a God that I have to kill for my God, I want nothing to do with that God. Because if my God is powerful, my God is all-knowing, my God have everything at his disposal to use to eradicate whoever he wants to eradicate whenever he wants to. Why would it be necessary for me to kill for my God? If somebody insults my God, why is not my God duty to eradicate that person? Why would it be my responsibility to go and to kill somebody because you say something about my God? So my God is not powerful enough to fight his own cause and his battle because somebody insulted him. Or if you want, some people say, oh, I know God is a him or is a she, whatever you want to think. Put it. Why can't he defend himself? Why you think it's your duty because somebody insult your God? You have to go and do some evil thing to that person? Why can't God defend himself or herself or itself? Those are the things that I look into to see the unfairness across the globe, politically. We are divided against racial lines, against religious lines, against political lines. And I have to see people for who they are. You're a human being. And why is it some people believe if my nose does not look like yours, or the color of my eyes does not look like yours, I should die? Or I might think the same about you. You see, in the Bible, John wrote himself, "Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper, even as your soul prospereth." The psalmist also said, "I am fearfully and wonderfully made in the image and in the beauty of God." And when you see yourself in God's beauty, in God's providence, in God's love, God's timing, that opportunities and abilities is a God-given experience to experience for a duration of time. When you can acknowledge things such as this and recognize that God is God, man is man, so much unfairness. We need to stop seeing ourselves as third world, first world, because this is a derogatory, racist term if many people don't understand. Third world is given as a derogatory description for nation and people. So as long as certain people see themselves as the third world, they won't see themselves to stand up and demand an equal space and footage upon this land, this called earth, that we come to live. No one is better than the other. We all have to sleep, eat, drink, shower, go to the bathroom. None of us can abstain from these things and still survive and be healthy and strong. Let us learn how to live here on earth. You know, another thing that I think about a lot, in the churches that are around, so much racism, so much classism, so many people that think that they're better than. And if we go to heaven, what's going to be there? Is we going to bring the same fight from here to there? Think. Especially here in America. A Sunday morning is one of the most racist morning, racially divided morning, a Sunday morning. In house of worship. Everywhere black and white can come together. So we're gonna go. Are we gonna live in heaven? Those of us who believe that you need to suffer here on earth, you gotta suffer. Because if you don't suffer here on earth, you cannot go to heaven. I am a father. And one of the things why I made a conscious decision that I don't want to have a lot of children all over the place. I make a conscious decision as a young man to do this. Because I don't want to have some children of mine taken care of and some is not. Because I believe that, well, the one that is close to me is going to be taken care of, and the one that is not should not be taken care of. Because as long as if you are mine, you should be taken care of. And I believe that because I would see myself as a good father, I have to see God as a good father. Because we say, our Father who art in heaven, when we pray, our Father. So if he's our Father, he's got to be a good father, a loving father, a kind father, caring father. A father that loves us, a father that cares for us. So, if you think that you need to suffer here on earth because that's your lot that God gave unto you, I think your theological belief is screwed up. Why can't you, if you don't think that you should acquire a decent place to lay your head, have proper food to eat, can sleep in a decent bed, can take care of yourself, and you believe that you should suffer destitute, poor, and hungry because that is a lot that God gave you, because you got to suffer here on earth so that you can go to heaven. I believe that belief is a misconception of God. So I would say, religious misconception of God is to believe that God don't want you to enjoy the earth. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. If you don't believe that God wants you to enjoy the earth to the fullest, you got a wrong concept of God. If you believe that God called you that you should be persecuted, hungry, and destitute, poor, and live in poverty, poverty and wretched all the days of your life and cannot see blessing and prosperity, what do you say? Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you. So if goodness and mercy is not following you all the days of your life, that means our conception of God is false. God don't intend for us to be suffer, hungry. Our children cannot eat. They cannot provide for a family. We have to be beggars. And then we said, my God is rich. Come on. We have to lay a fundamental principle down to stand up on, to recognize that our religious persuasion should not bring us to a place that we live less than a human being because we want to say we're righteous or we're holy, or we're living for God, or we're living for Allah, or we're living for this, or we're living for that. Your religious persuasion should lead you and I, our religious persuasion should lead us to a prosperous, loving, understanding, giving, respectful life, and a dignified life. I'm not saying that we gotta be rich, that we got money spilling out from every pores of our being. I'm not saying that. But if my God don't want me to be comfortable, what kind of God could that be? If your concept of God is believe that God don't want you to be comfortable, and is his will that I can't find food, is his will that I'm poor and destitute, it is his will